The 515cc Juggernaut power play driver. Illegally long and straight. Let's do it, and let's do it now. Hi everyone, my name is James Robinson, and on this channel I bring you guys golf related content every single day. Hopefully it helps you raise your game, lower your handicap, but mainly just to get you enjoying golf a tiny bit loads more. In today's video, I've bought this driver myself off the internet. It was £169, it's 515cc head size, and the company says it is illegally long and straight. It even says so on the head cover, so it must be true. And the question that I pose to you guys is, yes, this thing is illegal, it's non-conforming, it's basically cheating, but if you're just playing by yourself, if you play with maybe your friends occasionally, you never play in competitions, you don't have a handicap, you don't really care, is this really cheating? Well, yes it is, because it doesn't conform to the rules of golf. But say if you play by yourself, all you want to do is hit longer drive, you want to go and have fun, then I guess that's why this thing's here, right? So first things first, guys, why is this thing illegal? What's wrong with it? Why is it not conforming to USGA or RNA standards? We see, first of all, the head is just too big. It's 515cc's. That means it's going to be a lot more forgiving, or they are saying it's going to be a lot more forgiving than a standard 460cc driver. Also, the COR of the face is 0.890, which really doesn't mean a lot to me at all. But that is again non-conforming to the rules of golf. What they're saying about this driver is it should give you 7 to 8% mile an hour ball speed improvement and a 10 to 15 yard improvement off the tee. That's quite a lot. So we're going to have to test it today. Today on the launch monitor, I'm going to put it head to head against the Taylormade M5 that I'm currently using and see just how the Juggernaut 515cc illegally long and straight driver performs against one of the best drivers of 2019. Without any further ado, another thing you'll notice with this head, as well as the size, is the amount of offset on this driver. This driver is designed to help you move the ball right to left, get it drawing off the tee, and battle that awful slice that so many golfers struggle with. I'm going to be really interested to see just how this does perform against the M5. I've got it in the Velocity Performance Technology stiff shaft. However, it doesn't fill me with confidence because the stiffness of it is determined by this sticker that was on the shaft. So let's take that off. So now I've taken the sticker off, does it become regular? I'll put that back on. Needs to be stiff, doesn't it? Gotta be said, when you look down at it, obviously it does look absolutely massive. I quite like the finish of it. It's very PXG-like with the finish of it actually, and don't get me wrong, it wasn't cheap, it was 160, 70 quid, but it's not exactly a PXG price, is it? I've got to say, it doesn't feel like I've middled one yet, and it is getting out there. You can see that the ball flight is moving predominantly right to left. That is my shot shape anyway, and with the amount of offset that's on it, I'm sort of struggling to just square that face up like I'd like to. Guys, I want you to hit those comments below. If you don't play in competition, if you're not bothered about playing in competition, having a handicap, be it club competition, be it open competition, be it professional competition, would you consider using something like this? Are you a senior golfer who just wants to go out there, wants to enjoy your golf, plays by yourself? If you saw a massive distance increase with something like this, would you use it, or because it's not conforming to the rules, would you feel bad? Would you feel dirty because it's cheating? It's a strong word, isn't it? But I guess it is. I think it's fair to say we got that one out of the middle. So obviously with the size of this club head, 515cc's, I'm using a higher tee peg than I would normally use. I'm trying to get the ball launching, catch it on the up and get it up into the stratosphere with this huge head and illegal COR. Sounds all right. Now that's an interesting one because that felt like it was going so far right, nearly missing the screen, and it's 273 yards, literally just right. We haven't covered my favourite part of the club yet, the grip. This is a Karma grip. Now, this club's illegal to use, it's cheating, and we've called the grip Karma. That doesn't seem to make a lot of sense to me really, but let's hit a couple more shots and then let's hit some shots with my M5 and let's see if the juggernaut really is illegally long by 10 to 15 yards, which is what they've claimed. So guys, that is 10 shots hit with the Juggernaut 515cc illegally long and straight driver. Let's see how the Taylormade M5 performs and let's compare them and let's see if using this illegal driver makes such a big difference. This looks absolutely tiny now. So that one's legally straight, I guess, yeah? As you can probably tell, I'm not going to bore you too much with the Taylormade M5 because I've done that many videos on the M5, you'd probably be very, very bored of it. Have you seen the video where I filled it up with weights? That was quite cool, maybe check that out. Oh, yes please. Interestingly, as a comparison, the Juggernaut is half an inch shorter than the M5, so for a driver that is built for illegal speed and illegal distance, doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, to be fair. Sure, you'd go longer, but then I guess if it's designed for people who want to keep the ball in play, want to get more control, then the longer shaft wouldn't work. So we can flip that argument on its head as many times as we like, I suppose. Still can't get over how small this now looks after hitting the Juggernaut. Where does the word Juggernaut come from, by the way? Was it a battleship? I think Juggernaut, it reminds me of a big battleship anyway. Guys, hit comments below, Juggernaut. I could have Googled it, but I just thought I'd ask you guys instead. Get some interaction. Okay, last shot with the M5, then we're going to take a look at the numbers and see if the legal driver can keep up with the illegal driver. So 10 shots with each, the illegal 515 Juggernaut driver and the Taylormade M5. Which one's better? Let's find out. Let's do it now. So as we can see, hit a couple of good shots with the M5, hit one really bad swing with the M5, but no one's perfect, are they? Let's have a look at the Juggernaut. How illegally straight is it? Got to be said, another shocking swing there, but that is straighter, isn't it? Definitely higher, definitely straighter than the M5. Potentially. I wouldn't say it's illegally straight, to be fair. Would anyone else? What about the numbers? So as we all know, usually for me a driver does go between kind of 270, 275, a little bit more on a good day. Today was a good day, so I got mine out there at 279 total. That was the M5, and the illegally long Juggernaut driver was 8 yards behind at 271. Now that's still good, that's a decent number, but it's definitely not that 10 to 15 yard gain which the Juggernaut driver is claiming. Now what about ball speed? Because it said improved ball speed as well. Ball speed's down by 2 miles an hour, so it's not that 7 to 8% increase on ball speed. How else did it perform? Club head speed was down by a mile an hour. That could be down to the shaft length and, in honesty, the shaft quality. Spinning a little bit higher at 2.6 as opposed to 2.3. I must say I'm really impressed with how my M5's performed there. Swung it pretty good. What about everything else? It's gone a lot higher. The Juggernaut's gone 163 feet as opposed to 141. That's too high. Not going to lie, that is too high. Both draws on average pretty similar across the board, apart from where it matters, which is there. So how do I feel that's gone? And what's my impression on the 515cc illegal Juggernaut driver? To be honest, I don't mind it. It's obviously big, it looks massive down at the ball. As you can see here, it just looks enormous. That's because it is enormous. Now, 515cc, I'm quite disappointed with the results. I was kind of hoping that the bigger head, the better COR, would give me that little bit more distance, would give me that extra ball speed that they were claiming. But obviously this thing isn't really designed for myself, is it? It's not designed for a PGA Pro, it's probably not designed for the better player. I imagine this is designed for the guy who goes out and plays by himself, like I said at the beginning of the video, doesn't really care much for the rules, drops a ball in a fairway every now and then, just wants to play golf, enjoy golf, and not worry too much about the rules. Guys, hit those comments below. Could you see yourself doing that? If not now, but in the future, if something came out that made the game easier for you, you were just playing social golf, you didn't really care much for the rules, and something like this came out that was going to make the game easier, more enjoyable, and more fun. Because a lot of us lose track on that. We play golf to have fun, well, a lot of us play golf to have fun, and we have to enjoy it. But I've got to say, for the price, so this thing cost me £169, I think, or there or thereabouts, from Amazon. I found it because I thought it'd be a good video, so I'd buy it and just see exactly how it performed. It feels fantastic, it sounds amazing, and to be honest, the grip, the Karma grip, I know I made the joke about it, but it feels really good and really premium. So they have made a good job in making this, but for me, it didn't exactly do what it says on the tin. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed that. I will, I think, eventually give this thing away. I'm going to do some testing with it with Mark. I'm going to do some testing with it with some kind of higher handicap, lower swing speeds, and see if it does what it's supposed to there. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Leave a like if you've enjoyed the content. Hit those comments below and let me know what you think of it. If you haven't hit the subscribe button already, guys, come on, what are you playing at? Come on, go hit that subscribe button. Just hit it only once though, otherwise you unsubscribe and that's no good. Guys, apart from that, as always, I'll see you tomorrow.